Okay, been sitting here for 40 seconds. That's got to be enough dead airspace. Good afternoon. This is Bill Harmon from Lincoln Land Community College in Springfield, Illinois. Happy to join you today here on the Illinois Association FFA's live Facebook feed interviews. I'm sitting outside my house here in beautiful Christian County. Wish I was at college. I'm sure some others do. Hi, Alexis. One of my students is watching. That's good. I have proof now if I mess up. Real happy to be here with you today. I'll go ahead and start on some of these questions that the FK staff sent out. I want to thank them for this opportunity to let us talk to Illinois FFA members and anyone else interested about what's going on. At Lincoln Land Community College in Springfield, Illinois, I am the program coordinator, which is a fancy name for an ag teacher. I have been at Lincoln Land Community College since 1997, which makes me officially one of the oldest dogs in Illinois Community College ag education. My background, I'm from Morrisonville, Illinois. That's where we are right now, out here at the Walnut Lake Farm. Hi, Cole. Good to see you. I went to Morrisonville High School back in the 80s. We did not ride dinosaurs back then. Graduated from Morrisonville. I attended Lincoln Land as an undergrad, got my associate's degree from there in 1986. I transferred on to University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, got my Bachelor's of Science in Ag Education, and then stuck around for an extra year and a half and got a Master's in Agronomy, specializing in crop production. I then went back to Morrisonville and became a high school ag teacher. Taught there for 7 years, had a really good experience. And like I said earlier, I've been at Lincoln Land Community College since 1997. So this is my roughly 30th year in teaching total. One of the questions on the list here was, what made you decide to go to Lincoln Land? Well, it was pretty obvious, pretty easy for me. There were 28 students in my senior class in high school, very small. When I graduated, I applied to the U of I. I was accepted. I had a fraternity to live in. I had classes. And I took one more tour of campus up there. And then I visited Lincoln Land, where I'd had siblings attend. And I decided that I probably wasn't a good enough student yet to be at the U of I. And so I went straight to Lincoln Land. Had an excellent experience there. I like the class sizes. I especially like being able to take those gen ed classes. And that's one of the key advantages of going to the community college is you're taking those general education courses like English and math. Math was never my friend, at least not in high school and college, but I was able to take those at the community college with small class sizes and get all the help I needed on subjects like that. Chemistry, the gen eds, all those subjects. Had some good ag instructors at Lincoln Land, people like Dick Lyons. And then when I transferred to U of I was ready. I'd also saved a lot of money. I was able to go through Lincoln Land for 2 years, and I had zero student debt, and that still occurs today. A lot of our students are able to go through the college without having any debt. One of the questions here, can out-of-district students attend Lincoln Land? The answer is yes, you can. We can get in-district residency for a student if we know they're coming. So say today on May the 11th, a student told us that they wanted to come to the college, and they were from out of our district. 3 things we need to have done by July 1st is get them a lease on an apartment, and we can usually find other students who would want to live and share an apartment with them to save costs. They probably need to open a bank account in Springfield or some local bank, and then we're going to ask them to do something like sign up for satellite or cable TV. And those 3 documents will prove to the college by July 1st that they are an in-district resident. So it's very easy to get in-district residency. Our ag program has about 140 students right now, full-time students. Of those students, we do have a pretty fair number. I'd say maybe 25 of those students at least are from out of our district. Now our district does not only include the Lincoln Land district, which is parts of Sangamon, Menard, Cass, Morgan, Christian, Macoupin, Montgomery counties, but also we include the Lewis and Clark district. Lewis and Clark down at Godfrey does not have an ag program. And we have a transfer agreement with them. So any student from that district, so that would be schools like Jerseyville and Carlinville and Piasaw Southwestern High School. Any of those schools in those districts can come to Lincoln Land for an in-district price. So that's a real nice benefit. We're very pleased to have those students from that part of Illinois come to school at Lincoln Land. A number of them do get apartments, so we'll help them hook them up with other students who are looking for roommates, or like we said, maybe companies that lease, or some of them do drive. You know, it's a community college, and most of them do commute, so that's true. Talking about the programs at Lincoln Land Community College, what do we offer? Why would a student want to come to the community college and study there? Our most popular is our transfer program. Students will get their associate's degree and be ready to move on to a university. So that could be, we send most of our students transfer to schools like Western Illinois University, Illinois State, U of I, SIU, Carbondale. We are having more students now who are looking at other schools. I've got students who are interested in staying close to home and maybe going to Jacksonville, to Illinois College. Going out of state, a number of our livestock judging students will go to schools like Kansas State, Oklahoma State, Texas A&M, Purdue. Members of our judging team that are from east of Illinois are looking at schools like Purdue and The Ohio State University. So our students, if they want to transfer, and like I said, that's the majority of our program, probably about half, maybe a little more than half of our students are going to transfer. They're going to be ready to go on. And they'll have all those gen eds done so that when they get to university, they'll just have to focus on their ag classes, which is what you want to go to university for. And you'll have saved those 2 years of tuition. 2 years at Lincoln Land is going to cost $8,500 roughly. That's about $132 a credit hour. You won't find a better bargain in education, and that's true for any community college in Illinois. But we're proud that we're still one of the lowest cost institutions in the state. For students who don't want to transfer, the other half of our program, we are pleased to offer 3 associates in applied science degrees. The first one was the Ag Business Management. That's for somebody who wants to work in ag business. They want to maybe go back to the farm. They want to work in a machinery dealership. They want to get into some study area like that, grain handling, sales, something like that. That degree is our Ag Business Management degree. It will transfer. It's not really designed to, but a lot of the universities do want those students. But those students will take classes. They'll have fewer gen eds, and they'll focus on crops and soils, the business side of agriculture. They'll have a couple ag mechanics classes, animal science, technology classes, precision. Our third degree is our precision agronomy degree. That began in 1996 as the first custom applicator degree in Illinois. It's morphed over the years. We focus a lot more on the technology side now. There's still a strong agronomy background to it. So students are going to get crop scouting and pest management, but they're going to get the technology side. They're going to learn how to use mapping software. They're going to learn how to operate technology like precision planting equipment. They're going to learn how to fly a drone. That program is going to really in high demand. Probably we have at least 3 jobs for every student in that program. One of the aspects that makes it so unique is the sponsorship opportunity. As I mentioned, it's really hard. There's a lot of job opportunities for people in precision agronomy right now as either custom applicators, technology specialists, or crop scouts. We have firms that are willing to pay your tuition through a sponsorship program, and they'll come, let you pay your classes. You come to Lincoln Land, when you get a degree, you've got a job waiting for you. So that's a unique aspect of the Precision Ag program, something that we're trying to encourage. And it's not a scholarship. That's money that's paid to you, and then like I say, you've also got a job waiting for you afterwards. Our third program is horticulture. Horticulture is also an associate's in applied science, or it could be a certificate. That program can lead to jobs in the green industry, whether it's landscape design, landscape management, or the turf industry. People who want to have their own business and entrepreneurship, turf is one of the probably one of the easiest areas to go to get into. And while we're talking about degrees, and we talked about can you get enrolled at Lincoln Land, talking about how do you pay for college. I mentioned the $8,500, which that's a fair amount of money still. Lincoln Land has scholarships available. Strictly for agriculture, we had $58,000 of scholarships available this past year, the year we're finishing up right now, FY20. They come from a number of sources through our foundation. Probably the primary source is the Crayer Perpetual Gift that we received in 2018. But we have scholarships for students from their local farm bureaus, scholarships. We have some of our students who qualify for federal aid, scholarships from the general pool at Lincoln Land. The point is there's money available to help pay to go to school at Lincoln Land. So anybody who's out there saying, oh, I'd like to go to college, but I really can't afford it, you can. And Lincoln Land can help pay for it. And that's the nice thing. Like I said, scholarships, you don't have to pay back. Grants, that's what money you're going to get as well. Student loans, those are available as well. Loans you do have to pay back. But there are ways to pay for college. We talk about, what would you do other than go to class at Lincoln Land? What kind of extracurriculars are there? We're very proud at Lincoln Land that we have an agriculture club. We are an affiliate of Collegiate Farm Bureau here in Illinois. So all of our ag club members are members of Collegiate Farm Bureau. They're also members of Illinois PAS, Professional Agriculture Students, or also the National Professional Agriculture Student Organization. Well, what's that mean? Well, Ag Club basically serves three functions for our students. We want them to get leadership skills, so we elect officers, we hold business meetings, they learn to use parliamentary procedure if they haven't already learned it in high school. Our meetings are always held around a mealtime because ag students are like farmers. If there's food, they'll come to the meeting. So they use parliamentary procedure. They do recreational activities. We have a business meeting every month. We have a recreational event every month. At least we did up until the pandemic. What did we do? Things like they went trap shooting. They have played volleyball or basketball in the gym on campus, or dodgeball. It's been a while. They've gone ice skating. Our students go skiing every winter. In January, a week or two before classes resume, we take students to Galena, Illinois, to Chestnut Mountain. If they've skied, great. If not, we'll teach them how. I've taught a lot of students over the years, and we've had other teachers as well teach students how to ski. We'll go to the National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville in February. Go watch the indoor tractor pull, the national finals. We want our students to come to campus and have some fun along with it. So the development side, the leadership, the recreation side. We also go we participate in service projects every semester. So what's that mean? Last semester, we did a raffle a year ago to raise funds for the Cancer Society. Everybody's been touched by cancer, almost everyone that we know. This semester, we did a food drive. We were celebrating National Food Checkout Week. And also, so then our students went and did a food scramble at a local grocery store in Springfield, and to see how much food they could get in a 5-minute period. Over $400 is the answer. And then they took that and donated it to the Central Illinois Food Bank right before we went out on break. So those are the things that Ag Club does. They go to Illinois Young Farmers Leadership Conference, going to, like I said, these other activities. So it's more than just drive to campus and drive home. We don't want it to be that. We also have a livestock judging team on campus. Craig Beckmeyer is our judging coach, as well as one of my instructors. Craig's been with us since 2003. He's well respected in the industry, raises sheep, and he'll take students to contests in places like Wisconsin, Minnesota, Indiana, Texas, Colorado, Missouri, Kentucky, all the major events they'll travel around to. So if you're interested in livestock judging, it's very competitive, but there are opportunities there as well. Some of his team members are getting a scholarship. Some of, gotta hit this here. Oh, look at that, more comments. Oh, now I'm understanding it. Okay. So we talked about extracurriculars, internships. Do we have internships? Yes, we do. Students in our applied science degree programs, so that would be, like I said, the precision ag business, and horticulture, they'll do 2 internships during their time on campus. Usually one is in the late spring, early summer, and then the other one might happen sometime during their sophomore year. So yeah, they're going to be able to go out and work and really put to practice what we've taught in the classroom. The other nice thing about internships, other than it's 3 hours of credit each time, and usually it's, you're going to do pretty well if you enjoy the job, but it lets your student know, do I want to do this as a career? Somebody who's going to be a custom applicator, for example, they need to experience those long weeks early in the spring of 60, 70, 80 hours of working, so they're going to know if they want to do this full time. Another question here from What encouraged me to take a position at Lincoln Land? Well, I had a great experience at Lincoln Land when I was a student there. I enjoyed teaching. I really enjoyed teaching at the high school. It was not an easy choice. I still remember that, but I thought I had more opportunities, and it also allowed me to support my family in a better way. Looking back, it was the best decision I've made. I've grown as an instructor. I've learned how to use technology. People who know me will be laughing at that because I am kind of a dinosaur. I still write on the whiteboard. But especially this semester, learning how to use remote learning and things like that, Lincoln Land has made me a better teacher. One of our graduates said that skiing was the best activity he did. Yeah, he did. He also went with us to Boise, Idaho. That's one of the things that the gift we mentioned that we talk about. What can the Crayer gift and what can Lincoln Land do that some other of our peer institutions can't? When we go to National PAS conference, like for example, this year it was going to be in Minnesota. Now, we were going to fly. When we went to Colorado last year, we flew out there. The Crayer gift, and I guess I just talk about that right now. Oh, another graduate, Amy saying hi. Hi, Amy. The Crayer gift we received in 2018, Lincoln Land received a bequest of $18.3 million from a farm widow, lived just off the edge of our district. And the purpose of that gift was to honor her husband, Charles Crayer, and also to promote ag education in Central Illinois. And so what's that mean? What are we doing with that gift? Well, that's really one of the things that makes Lincoln Land unique. What it's doing is it provides opportunities for our students. Okay, like what? Well, on campus right now, they are pouring concrete for a new Crayer Agriculture Center, which is on schedule to open in the spring of 2021, a new building just for agriculture students. Okay, so what'll happen at the Crayer Center? Well, other than, it'll be a completely brand new high-tech wired facility. It's going to have student lounge space. That's one thing we found is students need a place to hang out. We want them to be in that building even when they're not in class. It's going to have a sim lab. We're really fortunate on campus through the Crayer gift that we have a number of simulators we can run students through to get them more confidence and practice before we put them in the actual machinery. So a sprayer simulator before you go out and operate one in class or on the job, a combine simulator, welding simulators for people who might be a little nervous that they can operate. All this technology, drone simulators, so we can have them practicing and get really comfortable with it before we put them in it. And that'll make them more confident and better able to do it in the class activity, and also it'll help them when they're on the job, because that's really what we're about. We want to prepare students for what their version of success is. Other things the Crayer gift is doing for us, our land lab on campus, we have 60 acres that we farm, with the college's 200 acres it owns. It's allowed us to do more exciting research. So we have probably one of the most high-tech 6-row John Deere planters in Illinois, because the gift allowed us to make some updates to it that otherwise we wouldn't have been able to. Other things that we do, that this is doing for us, we mentioned the scholarships already, the spring travel. We were supposed to be getting ready here in 3 weeks to take a group of students to Virginia and Maryland and Washington, D.C. Obviously, that's been canceled by the pandemic. But the opportunity for ag travel, so we can get out away from the corn and soybeans of Central Illinois and go see what the rest of the country looks like, those are still on the schedule. Our plan is for, and hopefully it'll happen, but late May of 2021 is we're going to take a group of students to Spain and go learn about ag in a foreign country. And then in 2022, we'll take another trip here in this country. We're planning on at least, maybe we'll go to DC, or we're also looking at going out west to experience agriculture in California, in the Central Valley, and in Napa. Those are the kind of things that the Crayer gift allows us to do at the college, that'll provide students not just with that strong basis of education that they're going to have, which you'll get, like I said, most community colleges can provide you that, but you're going to get those extra opportunities that you won't get anywhere else other than at Lincoln Land Community College. We already talked about the internships, the livestock judging, chances to do research. Oh, I got a question here. What's the favorite part of the Lincoln Land campus? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been accused of being a fangirl because when I'm on campus, I drive by our new building and I take pictures of it. I'm really excited about that. But we're really fortunate at Lincoln Land. The ag program, we've been in 2 other new buildings in my time there. So the Millennium Center where our classrooms are located, and then the Workforce Center where our shop is, we've got great facilities. We're going to have an even better one here in about 8 months. So I'm really excited about that. The nice thing about being in Springfield is it's centrally located. It's easy to get to. We're probably 2 miles off of I-55, so there's no problem getting to campus. Parking's free. You know, it's easy to get to. It's easy to get around. You know, as far as getting into campus and applying, if you're, you know, basically if you're breathing and you've got a high school diploma, you're going to get accepted to Lincoln Land. Once you get there, you're going to have to do some work to stay on campus, but we're going to help you with that as well. One of the best things, I guess, about the campus is our faculty and our staff. I mentioned Craig Beckmeyer, my livestock coach and animal science instructor. Rich Teeter, our precision ag instructor, comes to us from the fertilizer and chemical industry. He's been teaching since 2004. And then since the summer of 2018, Mrs. Holly Bauman. Holly's our program specialist. That's probably been, you know, other than this building we're going to stick in the ground, that's the biggest asset the Crayer gift has brought to us, is that we've got Holly on our staff now. Holly came to us. She's a former high school ag teacher. She taught in Pana. And then she went to industry, and she came to us from industry as a recruiter and marketing. And so she helps us get the message out for Lincoln Land to recruit students. And then once they come on campus, Holly now works with me and does advising for students. So for anybody who's thinking to come to college, but they're like, I don't know what classes I'll take, we'll help you. We'll make sure that you're only taking the classes you need for your degree. We don't want you there any longer than you have to be. Lincoln Land is not necessarily a destination. It's a way to get to your destination. So that's something that we're looking at. That's probably what we're really proud about. As we get close here to the end of this party, I guess my biggest piece of life advice, oh, hi, Amber. Got some more former students chiming in. Biggest piece of life advice. Things I would encourage students to do is travel. You need to get away from home, whether it's vacation travel or work travel, but see more of the country and meet other people. I can't stress that enough. I had my first opportunity to go overseas last year. It was eye-opening, not just for the fact that I was in a different country. I only went to the United Kingdom and Ireland, so everybody there spoke English, which was nice for me. But just to meet people from a totally different background and see how they live and let them find out about how you live. You really can figure out that people are people everywhere. And by going and traveling and meeting them, that will really be the big benefit to that. If you want to find out more about the program, you know, you can go to our website at llcc.edu/agriculture. There's a link there. You can see that building I mentioned. I look at it pretty much every day. So that's what's going on there. I guess I'll see if there's any more questions on here. I'm not seeing any. I think we've probably covered everything, at least I hope we have, that we were asked to. Like I said, I want to thank the FK staff, Megan, and the Illinois FFA for giving us this opportunity. If anybody has any questions, feel free to contact me or, like I said, Holly Bauman at Lincoln Land Community College. We'd be happy to, you can come visit the campus virtually. I'm looking forward to the day that we get to be back on campus face-to-face. I think it'll be exciting, and I know I'm ready to get back to face-to-face classes too. I had one more question came through here. It said, what's the average class size? The average class size at Lincoln Land is 17 students. So if you're from a smaller high school, you're going to feel really at home. If you're from a larger high school, we do get students, a few students from the Springfield area and from some other larger schools. Lincoln Land is going to be a nice change of pace. Your instructors there, not just your ag instructors, but your science teachers, your math instructors, English, social studies, they're going to know your name. They want to know why you're at the college, and they want to be able to help you. So I guess that's the answer to that one. Okay, I can't think of any other questions. I'm not seeing any more pop up. I hope this has been a good experience. I've enjoyed it. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at Lincoln Land Community College in Springfield, Illinois. Thank you. Have a good day.